Hello, this is Brian Rowe with Mythic MTG Tech with a speculation and investment video for February 2015. I'm super happy to be back producing full videos. Let's jump right in. Forge Master. This card's amazing. I don't know why it doesn't see massive play in EDH. It's a great card. I've been working on a vintage deck, and this card is one of the most powerful cards in the workshop deck. Just incredibly powerful. $3, well worth picking up. Even if you pay up to about $5, it's so worth it. And foils are only $10 to $20. People who want this in vintage are going to want a foil version. I'm surprised this isn't a $50 foil. Incredible card. I would pick up a playset just to have in your trade binder as the price goes up slowly over time. Things have been changing a lot in vintage. We saw Treasure Cruise put on the restricted list and Gifts Ungiven come off. Gifts Ungiven is not that exciting to me coming off the restricted list. I'd hold on to it at the $5 range and buy some foils at 18, but only because I would like to see it unbanned in EDH, where I don't think it's any more broken than cards like Intuition. And if it gets unbanned in EDH, it'll shoot through the roof. So pick up 4 or 5 of these, hoping they'll get unbanned in EDH. A lot of hype right now about Eureka. No idea where it's coming from. Yeah, hold your copies if you've got them at 100. Maybe buy a single copy for your cube if you don't already have one. But don't speculate on this card. It's not a Tabernacle. It's not a Moat. It's not even a chance of Metastopheles. It is overhyped right now. Legacy, Dig Through Time, did not get the ban hammer. Wow, this card is so good. I'm playing it in Shardless Bug right now. It is a powerhouse. It turns around games. It's just incredibly powerful. The most abusive deck I've seen with it, though, has Young Pyros. Young Pyros are great in Legacy, in Vintage, and in Modern. I don't understand why they're still only $3. Pick up a few playsets of these, set them aside, wait 6 months to a year. As long as they are not reprinted, they could easily double in price. They're a great casual fun card and a super good competitive card. Jete is still only $35. I cannot keep them in my trade binder if I ask $40 for them. This card is set to jump up to the same price as Fire and Ice, which is a $50 card. Pick it up now if you don't have it for EDH or Legacy, because you're going to be sorry when it hits 50 later. Dragons are super popular right now. Scion has over doubled in price. Now is the time to sell him. But all of the other dragons, especially those that could be playable in standard, like Drifting Death here, definitely pick them up. If you are not a casual player, do not underestimate the value of having some cool casual cards in your trade binder. Pick up a playset of these, or a playset in foil. Put them into your trade binder. There are casual players who will trade and will trade really well for these. Understanding how you can take from one format something that people aren't interested in. So trade these off of the really spiky competitive players and then trade them to casual players. You can profit off of this type of exchange. These are fun cards. People really like them, and a few of them are even really powerful in EDH. Modern has already seen some price spikes. Treasure Cruise and Dig Through Time were banned, which makes Liliana and Snapcaster much, much, much better. Liliana is probably selling out at $65 as I'm recording this video. They were over at Card Kingdom for that earlier today. Lily will be back to an $80 card, and my guess is Lily will pass Jace as the most expensive planeswalker within the next year. Snapcaster is an incredibly powerful card, and it's blue. Pick it up now before it hits a price that makes it look more like a Dark Confidant than an Innistrad rare. Courser is still on my buy list. A lot of people are giving me flack for this. They say it's just going to crash when it rotates out. It's been reprinted too much. It is so good in Modern. It's a great casual card. People really like this card. I am not going to feel bad picking it up at this $10 to $13 range that it's currently at It could spike back up to 20 or 25. It might fall down to 8 after it rotates out, but then it will go back up. This is a solid modern card for years to come. In standard, keep picking up Thoughtseize, Dig Through Time, and the Rhino. Yes, I've got a range here, which is $4 to $8 on the Rhino. Why? Rhino is better than Thragtusk. Yes, Rhino is better than Thragtusk. It is modern playable, and it could be modern playable for years to come. The life gain, life loss on this creature is incredible. Being able to flash it with angels is pretty amazing. I really like the card long term, so I'm going to continue to buy and trade for it until it hits probably $10. I think it could hit $20 at most, being a rare from cons, and then drop back down to 8 after it rotates, but anything in that current price range I'm going to be happy with the pickup now, even if I hold on to it long term. Geist is still only $15. This guy is a powerhouse. I really, really like playing him in Modern. I made it to top 4 of a GP trial this last weekend playing Geist. I don't understand why people don't like Geist more. It's just an incredible clock to put on the field. Modern and EDH have a lot of cards that could be reprinted at any moment, but these are some that I am either selling or buying because of where they are in the reprint cycle. Urborg was just reprinted. It's up to $10. It's still worth buying. It could hit 20 or 25. Casual players love it. It is playable competitively. It's playable in EDH. Definitely a great card. Even Mind Sensor is probably about to be reprinted. I am liquidating my 2 extra play sets. Pick those up at 4 or 5. Now's the time to get out of them. Knight of the Reliquary, this is a card that is extremely inexpensive right now. It's seen 2 reprints. It will probably not be in the next Modern Masters. As Modern shoots up in popularity, if there's a green-white deck that has Knight in it, this could be a $15, $20 card again overnight. I would pick up your playset now, maybe even 2 playsets. Grave Troll is shot through the roof because of the unbanning, but I have not seen a deck yet abuse the Grave Troll. Sell your Grave Trolls now. Look for them from the Izzy dual decks. The decks were running like $10 a piece. They were massively printed. There's lots of trolls out there. Get rid of them. Even if there is a deck that abuses these, there's more of the Grave Troll than the possible demand for them in the market. Abrupt Decay, on the other hand, I would buy. Yes, RTR was a giant set. Lots of people opened it. But this card continues to be a powerhouse in Legacy and in Modern. The foils are already over $70. I would not be surprised to see the non-foils hit $25 in the next 18 months. Pick up a few playsets and hold on to them until they at least hit $20. Fate Reforged has a few cards that are making some waves. I played Taz here in Legacy on Monday in my Shardless Bug deck. He was a 1 casting cost 4 or 5 with massive card advantage. I really like him. I wish I had picked up foils to go with my non-foils. Well, he could spike to 20. I don't think he's going to go beyond that, but I would hold on to him. He's got long-term playability. I think he might even be playable in Modern. Try brewing with this guy. He's much, much better than I had originally thought. May even be one of the best cards out of the entire set. Soulfire Grandmaster did not make the waves that I was really hoping. I'm still brewing with this card in a control deck as a way to buy back counter spells and burn late game, but nobody has broken the card yet. It's going to drop down to the $12 to $10 range. Sell your copies now and buy them back when they're at a more reasonable price, because it's just not showing the tournament results. Ugin, on the other hand, is showing tournament results. I've been brewing with this in 12 post for Legacy. It looks wonderful. One of my 2 losses at the whole GP trial was to a Urzatron deck that was main decking Ugin. Ugin's a house. I don't see how such a casual popular card is going to drop much below what it's at currently. Buy it at its current rate. It's not going to go down below 25 ever, and long term it's got a nice trajectory to do the same thing that the Eldrazi have done, which is continue to go up in value as casual players will really enjoy them. This is a card that I look forward to playing a lot in EDH also. I had one of the patrons on the channel ask, what should I do with boxes of Modern Masters right now? Think for a second over what you would do. If you've got them and people are offering you somewhere between $3 and $3.50, would you buy them, sell them, or hold on to them? My current advice is to buy or hold at the $3.50 rate. Wait 6 months to a year. They're going to go up to where the Rise of Eldrazi boxes are currently. There is so much good stuff in these boxes. I am shocked that they're still as low as they are. When we find out that a bunch of the mythics or rares that were in these are not being reprinted in Modern Masters 2, these prices should equalize to where these are going to be $400, $450, maybe even $500 boxes within the next 18 months. There are so many more foils in here. The foil Glyphs, the foil Dark Confidants, the foil Cryptic Commands are worth a lot of money, and any of those cards that aren't reprinted again, this is going to be the best way to get them. I would not open them value-wise. I would leave them sealed and sell them when they hit that higher value. I've been saying this every single month. The shocks have just not shot up in price because everybody's been buying the fetches, but fetches are super cheap right now. If you buy anything in this video, make sure to pick up your play sets of fetches and shocks now so that you can build whatever you want in Modern later. Then work on the other cards that I mentioned here. Because long term, 18 months from now, I don't think we're going to have that massive availability of fetch and shock lands. And that's what's going to be the barrier of entry for new players. If they have a reasonable rotation cycle, maybe they'll only double or triple in price for 6 months to a year, and then they'll come back down again. But I don't see these as being in print all the time. There's going to be some time in which you may not be able to get these, so get in now while they're still reasonably priced. Thanks, this has been Brian Rowe with Mythic MTG Tech. Also, thank you to everybody who's over there on Patreon. I've got a few spots left at the $2 level, which gets a pack opening for your first month as a patron. Also, I've got a deck tech coming out later this week. I'm doing a modern deck. So you'll see that very, very soon this week. So glad to be back and producing videos again. Thanks.